Imagine waking up one morning, ready to enjoy your walk, your garden, or even just a warm cup of tea on the porch. But as you try to stand, a sharp cramp seizes your calf. Your leg buckles slightly, and you feel weaker than usual. You think, maybe I'm just tired. But deep down, you wonder, is something more going on? Now, what if I told you there are two common vitamins? Yes, vitamins that could actually be weakening your legs after 60. Vitamins you might be taking every day, thinking they're helping you when they're quietly making things worse. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to uncover a surprising truth that could change how you feel every day, how strong you walk, how steady you stand, and how free you feel from those painful leg cramps that seem to come from nowhere. You see, most people believe more vitamins mean better health. But here's what science and the remarkable work of health educator Barbara O'Neill really says: not all vitamins are good for everyone, especially not for seniors. In fact, the wrong ones at the wrong time might be harming your muscles, not helping them. And before we dive into the details, let me share this. If you've been dealing with unexplained muscle weakness, stiffness when getting up, or those sudden nighttime cramps, it's not your fault. You're not alone, and you're not imagining things. There is a reason, and there is a better way. Now take a moment. Imagine walking across your living room with confidence, waking up without that twinge of pain in your calves, climbing stairs with ease again. That's the goal today. And if that sounds like something you're ready for, then stick with me, because in just a moment, we'll talk about the first surprising vitamin that might be draining your leg strength after 60. But first, if this resonates with you, if you've ever felt that mix of frustration and hope, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Join a community where you're not just watching videos, you're reclaiming your health. Tap that thumbs up if you're finding this helpful already, and in the comments below, just type hope if you're feeling inspired today. I'd love to know. Now let's dig in. Let's start with a story. Meet Harold, 74, a retired teacher from Ohio. For years he took pride in his morning walks with his dog. But slowly, he noticed his legs giving out faster. He chalked it up to aging, until the cramps started. They were so sharp, they woke him from sleep. His doctor said his blood work looked fine, so he added more supplements. But nothing changed, until someone suggested he look into what he was already taking. And that's when everything shifted. Because like Harold, many seniors are unknowingly over-supplementing, especially with vitamin E. Yes, vitamin E. It's widely marketed as heart-healthy and antioxidant-rich. But here's the part most people don't know: in high doses, especially the synthetic form, vitamin E can thin the blood and interfere with muscle oxygenation. You see, your muscles rely on a fine balance of oxygen and circulation to stay strong and supple. But too much vitamin E, especially DL-alpha tocopherol, the synthetic kind often found in cheaper supplements, can disturb that balance. The result? You guessed it, muscle fatigue, leg cramps, and slower recovery. And it doesn't stop there. Have you ever noticed bruises appearing on your legs more easily? Feeling lightheaded when standing? These are subtle signs that your blood might be too thin, a common side effect of excessive vitamin E intake. But here's the surprising part you haven't heard yet. Many seniors are getting double doses, one from multivitamins and another from fortified foods or separate E capsules, all without realizing the compounding effect. Now, this doesn't mean vitamin E is all bad, not at all. In fact, natural forms, like mixed tocopherols, can be beneficial in moderate amounts. But the key word here is balance. And as Barbara O'Neill teaches, balance begins with awareness. So take a moment to think about your supplement shelf. Have you checked the labels recently? Do you know which form of vitamin E you're taking? Because up next, we'll talk about how to spot synthetic vitamin E on your label and what to do instead. But first, have you ever noticed this in your own routine? Maybe a new supplement made you feel more tired instead of energized. Let me know in the comments. Your story could help someone else. Now, let's turn to the second vitamin, and this one is even trickier. Because it's often recommended by doctors, it's even found in fortified cereals, breads, and snacks. I'm talking about vitamin B6. Now, wait, you've probably heard B vitamins are good for nerves and energy, right? That's true. But again, it's about how much and what form. Here's the hidden danger. Too much B6 can become neurotoxic, especially in older adults. Over time, high doses, typically more than 50 milligrams daily, can cause nerve damage, the kind that leads to tingling, burning, or even numbness in the legs. And yes, chronic leg cramps. In fact, some people develop a condition called sensory neuropathy, and the culprit, long-term use of high-dose B6 supplements. Barbara O'Neill and other holistic health educators have long warned, more isn't always better, especially after 60. Your liver processes everything slower with age. So even moderate doses taken daily can build up, leading to side effects that mimic other conditions, making it easy to misdiagnose. Let's circle back to Harold. After he cut out his synthetic vitamin E and stopped his high-dose B6 supplement, within 2 weeks his cramps eased. Within a month, he was walking his dog again, without fear of sudden pain. And he's not alone. A study published in a major neurology journal found that over 20% of seniors experiencing leg numbness or cramps were unknowingly overdosing on B6. So what can you do? Now, I'll show you exactly how to adjust your supplement routine, how to find safe alternatives, and how to rebuild your strength from the inside out. You won't believe how simple one of these changes is, but how powerful the result can be. And just before we go, take a moment to check your own bottles. Do you see pyridoxine hydrochloride on your B6 label? That's the synthetic form linked with issues. Natural forms are safer. Your muscles don't just move because you will them to. They respond to tiny electrical impulses triggered by minerals, nutrients, and oxygen flow. When this delicate balance is disturbed by the wrong vitamins, your muscles misfire. That's where the twitching, cramping, and unexpected weakness begins. Take a moment to imagine your muscle cells like little batteries. They need the right charge to work smoothly. Too much vitamin E can thin the blood too far, limiting how much oxygen reaches each cell. And too much vitamin B6 can fry the nerves that send the signal in the first place. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There is one mineral, often overlooked, that acts like the repairman in this entire system. One that helps restore nerve pathways, rebuild muscle tone, and ease spasms. It's magnesium, but not just any magnesium. You've probably seen bottles of magnesium oxide or magnesium citrate. But here's the truth. Many of these are poorly absorbed, especially in older adults. What you want is magnesium glycinate, or magnesium malate. These forms are gentler on the stomach and far more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use them to repair and restore. Let me tell you about Susan, 68, who had been waking up every night with stabbing pain in her thighs. She was told it might be sciatica. Her doctor offered pain pills. But when she swapped out her vitamin B6 for a balanced B complex and added magnesium glycinate, she slept through the night for the first time in weeks. Just like that. And she told me something that stayed with me. She said, I didn't know how much it was affecting my spirit. Once the cramps stopped, I felt like myself again. Sometimes, it's not just about muscles. It's about feeling like you can trust your body again. So here's what you can do today. First, review your supplements. Look for DL-alpha tocopherol or pyridoxine hydrochloride. If you see those, especially in high doses, consider switching. Second, add magnesium glycinate. Start small, maybe 100 to 200 milligrams daily with your evening meal. It often works best at night, calming the nervous system and reducing nighttime cramps. Third, stay hydrated. Many seniors unknowingly live in a constant state of mild dehydration, which worsens cramping and nutrient absorption. Sip water throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Now, stick with me, because we're about to talk about the support trio. 3 subtle nutrients that, when combined, can rebuild leg strength faster than any multivitamin alone. But first, what's one thing you'd love to feel better about? More energy? less pain? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Now back to the support trio. It's all about synergy. These three work hand in hand with magnesium. 1. Potassium. Essential for muscle contraction, but many seniors don't get enough because of low-sodium diets or medications that deplete it, like certain diuretics. Good sources? Bananas, sweet potatoes, and spinach, or a low-dose potassium supplement if your doctor agrees. 2. Taurine. Not a vitamin, but an amino acid that helps regulate calcium flow in and out of your muscle cells. It's like the gatekeeper that keeps cramping at bay. Taurine also supports heart rhythm and blood pressure, especially important if you felt dizzy or unsteady. 3. Vitamin D, but only in balance. Many take high doses thinking it helps bones. But without magnesium and vitamin K2, excess D can build up and cause imbalances. Get your levels tested. Aim for a modest daily dose unless your doctor recommends more. Think of this trio as the foundation your muscles need to stand tall, walk steady, and rest deeply. Have you ever noticed that some days you just feel more solid on your feet? More connected? That's not your imagination. It's the chemistry of your body talking to you. And it changes depending on what you give or take away from it. Now let's address a question many seniors are afraid to ask. What if I've already done damage? Here's the good news. The body is incredibly resilient, especially your nerves and muscles. When you remove the irritants and give them the nutrients they need, repair begins slowly at first, then all at once. Think of it like tending to a neglected garden. Pull the weeds, water it, give it sun, and before long green shoots emerge, where there was only dirt and doubt. That's what we're doing here. We've peeled back the layers, uncovered the hidden risks behind common vitamins, and laid the groundwork for healing. You now understand how synthetic vitamin E and high-dose B6 can quietly sabotage your strength, and how magnesium, potassium, taurine, and a careful balance of nutrients can bring you back to center. But now comes the most important part, the moment where information becomes transformation. Let's begin this final chapter with a morning. Not just any morning, but your morning. Picture this. The sun is just beginning to rise, casting a soft light through your kitchen window. The house is quiet. You step onto the floor, and for the first time in weeks, your legs feel steady. You move with ease. You pour yourself a warm cup of something nourishing. You feel hopeful, alive. That's what we're working toward. And the truth is, it's not as far off as you might think. Let's talk about the morning routine that can help rewire your leg strength and stop cramps before they start. It's simple, just 3 steps. But when done consistently, it can shift everything. Step 1. The wake-up stretch. Before you even leave your bed, sit upright, take a deep breath, and gently circle your ankles 10 times in each direction. Then point and flex your feet 5 times. Why? Because overnight, blood flow slows and tension builds. This simple act sends a message to your muscles. Wake up, we're moving. Next, while still seated, tap your heels lightly on the floor for about 30 seconds. It sounds silly, but this stimulates the nerves in your feet and legs, activating circulation and reducing stiffness. This short sequence helps reset your neuromuscular rhythm, and after 60, that rhythm needs daily encouragement. Step 2. The warming drink. Now head to the kitchen and prepare your golden morning elixir. It's not coffee. It's a blend of 1 cup of warm water, a squeeze of fresh lemon, a pinch of sea salt, a dash of magnesium powder. Magnesium glycinate is ideal. This drink hydrates your body, replenishes electrolytes, and delivers magnesium right where it's needed before the day's stress can drain it. Many seniors begin their day already dehydrated, which sets the stage for cramps. But this simple ritual rewires that, gently waking the body from the inside out. Step 3. The mindset shift. As you sip, take 1 minute, just 60 seconds to speak 3 truths out loud. 1. My body is healing today. 2. Every step I take is a gift. 3. I am getting stronger every single day. You might smile, or you might cry. But these words matter, because your cells are listening. Your nervous system is listening. And when you pair new actions with a new identity, your brain forms new pathways. Have you ever wondered why some people heal faster than others? It's not just about supplements or routines. It's about belief. And belief becomes biology when spoken with intention. Now let's talk about movement. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. Just 10 minutes, once or twice a day, can build the foundation your legs need to stay strong. Start with chair squats. Stand in front of a sturdy chair. Sit down slowly, then stand back up 5 to 10 times. This strengthens your quads and glutes, which support your knees and ankles. Next, do heel raises. Hold the back of a chair. Lift your heels. Hold for 2 seconds and lower. Do 10 reps. This improves circulation in your calves and strengthens the muscles that prevent cramping. And finally, practice toe lifts. Stand tall. Lift your toes while keeping your heels down and lower slowly. This trains your shin muscles and improves balance. Over time, these simple moves rebuild your leg foundation, like reinforcing the base of a house. Do them in the morning, or whenever your energy is strongest. Let's pause here. Have you ever felt like giving up on a routine because it didn't work fast enough? That's normal. But the body doesn't respond to speed. It responds to consistency. So take a breath, start again tomorrow, and the day after that. Because now you're not just following a routine. You're rebuilding a relationship with your legs, with your health, and with your hope. And speaking of hope, let me tell you about Raymond. Raymond is 77. He's a retired mechanic who used to walk 4 miles a day. But then came the cramps, the stiffness, the fear that his legs would give out. He stopped walking, started staying in, lost his spark. One day his granddaughter asked if he wanted to walk to the park. He smiled, said maybe next time, but inside he felt broken. Then he saw a video, one just like this. He changed his vitamins, started the morning routine, and 2 months later, he walked to the park. Not far, not fast, but he made it. And when his granddaughter grabbed his hand, he whispered, "I thought I'd never do this again." That's what's possible. For Raymond. For you. Now, before we close, let's tie it all together. And if you've made it this far, if you're still listening, then you are already doing the most powerful thing of all. You're taking ownership of your health. That matters. That's everything. Before we go, let me leave you with this final story. There's a woman named Claire. She's 82. For years, she believed her leg pain was permanent. She had stopped hoping. But her daughter sent her a video. This one. She watched, skeptical but curious, and she decided to try. Just one thing, then another, and slowly, quietly, things changed. She told her daughter one morning, "I don't just want to feel better, I want to dance again." And last week she did. At a family gathering, on a warm June evening, she stood up and danced. That's the power of small shifts, made with great care. So here's my invitation to you. Subscribe to this channel if this journey has resonated with you. Become part of a community that believes in healing at any age. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. It helps more people discover these life-changing truths. And in the comments below, tell me what's one thing you're excited to try. Whether it's a morning drink, a new supplement, or simply believing in your body again, your answer could be someone else's turning point. Let's walk this path together. Let's reclaim strength, one step at a time. Because no matter your age, healing is still possible. And your best days, they might just be ahead. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.